Was on the way to Comet and Van Trump Falls. And as you can see, it's getting a little deep from here on out. So I was like, that's good enough for me. It's 1.2 miles up, so 2.4 miles round trip. That's not too bad. And my days get more of a workout because of the snow. So definitely not going to overdo it, and don't want to, got to know your limitations. Anyway, good afternoon. It is just after, just afternoon, 12:17 on Sunday, February 15th, the day after Valentine's Day. If that's y'all's kind of thing. Hope you had a good Valentine's Day. Oh man, look at this. Anyway, coming back down. Let's get a little video here. There's a couple of young lads, young bucks up there in front of me. I'll let them go on ahead. It's a couple people on the trail. Some people were smart and they had poles and spikes. And I'm like, nah, you know what? I'm gonna go as far as I'm comfortable. So I went as far as I'm comfortable. I was gonna do Carter and Madcap Falls, but unfortunately, they were both closed. Well, Carter Falls was closed. Couldn't get to it because of the washout from a wooden bridge. Path, little wooden, basically a log, flat log laying down. Ooh. But yeah, anyway, I hope your 2026 is going great. If not, you better do something about it. February is fastly. It's on the downside of it now. 11 days to the end of the month. You're already 1/6 of the way through this year. Wow, man, look at this. This is beautiful. Oh, I got that choppy. Hate when it does that. But then it looks cool in certain situations. Yeah. Yeah. But I'm gonna drive up to Paradise, see if I can do Myrtle Falls. So I didn't get to do it. They close at 4 today, so at least I'm paying attention this week. And they told me up at the front. I don't remember them saying that last week. I ain't saying they didn't say it. They might have. I just didn't remember it when they closed at 3 o'clock at 1500. But yeah, taking it easy, coming down. Don't want to slip and fall, but know your comfort zone, know your skill set. I didn't bring any poles, any spikes, snowshoes, yada yada yada. I'm a minimalist. But this is still a good workout. 2.5 miles almost in this, with a decent elevation gain. I don't know, I had to look at what 2.4 or 1.2 miles up this from the trailhead is. And that gives me an idea. So, and coming down is just as strenuous, if not more, for someone like me with a bad knee, bad ankle. But you do what you're comfortable with. I'm out here getting the cardio. Just enjoying this. Look at those are clouds there. That's not fog. Love watching the snow. Anyway, I'm off the next 3 days. So I'm going to play the next 2. Well, look at that snowshoe imprint. Or spike, I guess. Somebody's not playing. Yeah. Like I said, I'm not disappointed too terribly much to say there. But hey, enjoy what you can, do what you can. Like I said, I've already went by Christine Falls, the top of it. You'll probably get a video of it here at the end. Oh, excuse me. There's some people heading up to Comet Van Trump Falls, and I don't like to record people unnecessarily. Hey, I only like to record myself. I think the start of the videos, nature is. I am but merely the vessel for which she passes through. Ooh. Let's drill this icy turd. There we go. Ooh. I think she heard me. But that's okay. Hey, if I fall, it's nobody's fault but my own. Yeah. Who am I gonna blame? Bigfoot! Start taking accountability. You know, even if something's not 100% your fault, I'm sure if you looked closely, you made a choice somewhere. So yes, it is, most importantly, your fault. You know, be accountable, self-accountable, self-reliable, self-dependent. You know, self-independent, excuse me. You know, don't be dependent on anyone, on the government. You know, live freely. You know, most people can bitch and moan and complain about taxes, and rightfully so. But I have 19 acres back in Arkansas, Madison County, and Ozarks. And I gladly pay my taxes. It's less than $20 a year for 19 acres. So you're darn tootin'. I am glad to pay that. Basically, I get camp fees are more expensive than that. Ooh, can I get there? You can see some of it there. See if I can get it any better. Woohoo! I ain't going any closer. Heck no. That's good enough. Ugh. Alright. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah. I'm getting ready to finish up. Today and tomorrow's my play days. Get to play around. I didn't get to work out boxing last Tuesday like I wanted to because I was tired. I needed a day to recharge my batteries, and I did that. So today I'm going to hike. Tomorrow I'm going to work out tomorrow morning, and I'll prove it by uploading a little short video on the heavy bag or something like that. Some stupid workout music, but hey, yeah. Whatever gets you motivated, people. You know, start listening to some music. Make some playlists. If you're on Spotify, that's your thing, okay? I don't get on Spotify that much, really, other than listen to JRE. Honest, I have YouTube Premium, so I have all my playlists. I have unlimited data, so I get to stream all my music, driving, at work, you know, whatever. No commercials. So that's $140 a year, well spent for now. When they start jacking up the price, yeah, I'll look for something else in. You know, I had Google ad-free Google mail. Like, I forgot what it was, like, I don't know, $20 a year, something like that. You know, and it was supposed to be, you know, take care of your spam, you know, where you won't receive spam mail. Man, my spam just kept getting worse and worse over the years. Finally, I said, forget this and quit it. Guess what? All the spam went away. Literally, that's no exaggeration. That literally happened. And I hardly get any spam. Like I used to get 50, 100 a day. Easily dozens a day. On the weekends, it was like overtime. But, yeah. It's weird how that works. You know? You can deduct from that what you will, and they'll make up whatever excuses they want, but as they say, believe what we tell you, not what your eyes see and what you hear. Yeah. Telling you people need to read Animal Farm. And then you'd realize, like I do, the only good Marxist of any kind is a dead one. You know, live free or die. Oh man, look at that! Oh, look at that little itty bitty icicle. Yeah. But no, look at this, beautiful. Not too bad. It's not too cold. As you see, it's not really raining, no precipitation. I think it is snowing, or not snowing. Snow is coming down, but it's falling from the. See it? Oh, there you go, right there in real time. Yeah. It's a nice touch, I do say. Ooh, these can get you right here. Oh, but anyway, yeah, get out there, start living your best life possible. Starting to warm up slowly but steadily. Oh, you can't tell from this, but you know, I can tell my neck of the woods. I got some trips planned, regional here. Doing stuff like this once or twice a week. You know, life's all about maintenance. I need to start preaching more of that. Maintenance in every aspect of your life. I never realized that until literally recently. Wish I would have known that sooner, but hey, you know, you learn as you go and pick up the strong advice, sound advice, and experience when you can. You know, but there's some things you got to change about yourself. You want to start being a better person, a better man. You know, change your perspective and your outlook and your way of thinking. You know, for the better. You know, it's not like not being so self-entitled, but the same aspect. Defend what's yours, what you earn. You know, be proud of what you earned. You know, having morals and values and convictions 99% of the time, that doesn't cut it. You know, I'm not perfect, but man, compared to most people today, oh yeah. Ooh, hang on a second here. I can toot my horn. Oh yeah, there's people coming on up. Ugh. I'll be stopping here in a minute. But yeah, you know, I have to look at myself in the mirror. You gotta look at yourself in the mirror. I go to bed at night, sleep. Those are things, you know, that you have to work on yourself. I worked on them and got it squared away in my life. Wish I'd done it sooner, but hey, better late than never. You gonna let me get by these folks coming up. All right, there we go. Heading on back down here. Oh, and a young couple there heading on up, asking about conditions, and I told them the truth. Basically said, you know, when as far as I was comfortable, 1.6 or 1.4 miles, 1.2. Shoot, excuse me. They asked me how long it was. I said I thought it was like 3.6 miles round trip, so 1.8 to Comet. I think it's 7.4 for the whole thing to Van Trump. Oh, but I'm doing 2.4. Say something's better than nothing. Yeah. Anyway, got my 5 days, excuse me, overtime on Monday. And with Martin Luther King, even though I'm off, bonus 6.8 hours, score. Ooh. I want to say this isn't clouds here, y'all. This is spray. Alright, where are we at? There we go. Woo! Dang it. I ain't getting any closer. Alright. There. Ah! Oh! Right on me head. Ugh. Oh, nice. But yeah, anyway, get some music that's, good music, I would say listen to older music, music that, like I listen to a lot of 70s, 80s, 90s music, when I'm out hiking, when I'm not recording or if I have service. I listen to outlaw country, acid rock. I don't listen to anything new. Unless there's every now and then the occasional new outlaw country I hear on Pandora. Like I listen to outlaw country on Pandora when I'm anytime like hiking, camping, wherever I got service. When you're hiking out here, carry some sort of protection. Don't ever wear earbuds. You can't hear squat. Well, if there's a bear coming around and you can't hear it, but you could if you didn't have a phone or somebody screaming, look out, or whatever, avalanche, or rock slide, whatever. Cougar, two-legged and four-legged. The four-legged ones, they don't scare me as much as a two-legged one does. Oh man, cougar do some damage to a middle-aged man like me. So no. Especially financially, that's where they get you the worst. Destroy your life. You pay for everyone else's mistakes, for all of her wrong decisions. I don't think so, Scooter. No, like heck. I have voluntarily removed myself from the dating market. Permanently, basically. Well, I shouldn't say permanently. I don't, just no upside in it. For me. Find someone like value, like-minded. Gotta have the same values. I understand stay together is 5, 6, 7 years. Gotta know it's gonna be for a long term. Heck, if I'm with somebody, they want me to sign a prenup, I wouldn't give two shits. I would put in there though, based like, well, if they fuck up though, yeah, no, they're gonna pay then. Being cheating or whatever. I believe in the sanctity of marriage, but I'm the only one that does, evidently. Guys, you need to do better. Women like to think they hold all the cards, and we allow them. Well, start working on yourselves, saving up for your retirement and stuff. You got kids already like I do, or child. Start, setting them up, getting them ready for, the rest of their life, preparing them, make them be worthy of it, or they gotta want to be worthy of it. You gotta raise you. If you didn't raise your kids right and your kids resent you and hate you, you can't expect them to stick around. No, you gotta atone for that. I wasn't perfect. I know I wasn't. And I apologize to my son multiple times now. I told him, son, heck, I just had to swallow that. But I've never lied to him. I practice what I preach. I never have, purposely anyway. But no, I pretty much, heck, I never once told my son because I said so. I heard that millions of times growing up. And I heard it billions of times since. I never once said it to my kid because I said then there was two things I was never going to do whenever I grew up. One, or had kids. And that was one. One gonna make them make the bed, cause I don't make the bed except whenever I wash the sheets. Ooh, gotta be careful around this. All right, see if we can get a view over here. I don't think so. I am not gonna touch any of that. Now, nice sounding. Oh. But anyway, what I was saying there, oh yeah, don't make the bed daily. You're just gonna get in a couple hours. That's stupid. Never mind. Well, you did your company to see it. Really? Talk about vanity, man. And then two, I was never gonna say because I said so. Because it was why. Well, here's why, and explain why. I always did. Kids have a right to know that. Kids are smarter than you give them credit for. Ooh. Careful, yeah, I remember this. Ooh. There we go. Ah. Come on, ankle. Feet don't fail me now. There we go. Keep coming on up. I'll try to go up to paradise. We'll see. Yeah. Whoa. Yeah, I gotta kind of slow my butt up here. I started sliding, started skiing down the trail. See why they call it Comet Trail? Comet Falls. Start heading down, flying like a comet, falling. There we go. Oh man. Look at that. Ooh, wow. That's pretty cool. But yeah, you know, you don't respect your kids, don't expect your kids to respect you. Kids gonna remember and see lies and stuff. Don't quit using your exes against, using your children as leverage and against them just to make yourself feel better. It does nothing but damage relationships. You can believe that, don't? I don't care. It's the truth. Like I said, I got the truth on my side. It's good to, nothing wrong with having a decent talking, working relationship for the benefit of your child, the well-being of your child. I swallowed a lot of shit. I wasn't perfect. I made my mistakes, but I put up with a lot of crap I didn't have to. I took it no problem at all. It was my mom took the brunt of that. And that's, it is what it is. But live and learn. Don't forget. Remember, but it is what it is. But you remember that, and you don't want. It's like, nothing wrong with. Even though I'm an atheist, do unto others as you want others to do unto you. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm not a turn the other cheek kind of guy. Ooh, this stuff will get you. Wee. Oh, here we go. Hang on. I remember this. Yeah. I'm using. I'm cheating, baby. Ugh. Ugh. It almost collapsed on me. Ugh. But you better start sacrificing some of your what you perceive as happiness and stuff for your kids. Oh, hang on. Let them ladies pass. They were asking, I told them, about as far as I went. Ooh. Alright. It's good to see young people out here. Trying it anyway. Within your skill set. Like I know mine. And they say they're going to go all the way to Comet. That's 3.6. They do. More power to you, ladies. I respect it. I ain't going to do that. Like I said, this would be basically 2.4. If I do Myrtle, which we'll see, I'm going to drive up. Couldn't do Carter and Madcap. The Madcap. Johnny Tyler. The Madcap. Oh, but I can do Narada this time from the front. And I'll probably do that 0.2 of a mile trail so you can see how to expect, where to go to if you ever get up here. But it's going to be snowy like this, more so, because it's up there, closer. But yeah, I hadn't done Carter and Madcap before, falls there, and I still gotta wait on that, because if it's washed out, so be it. Oh, yeah, my beard is definitely moist, for lack of a better term. Water vapor on my beard. Oh, I got no more hot hands. Oh, have a look see real quick. Oh, nice. Oh yeah, there we go. Can you see it there? Cool. We'll be coming up to the top of Christine Falls here shortly. But work on your health, maintenance. I was fortunate. Most of my stuff I was able to rectify. Some stuff, like my dental, seeding gums, that, I didn't take care of my teeth for years. That's, bill comes due, I got no one to blame but myself. But I'm trying like crazy now. I go dentist, make sure, trying to floss more, which is really, really difficult for me. But, hey, you do what you can, But evidently, I got slightly elevated cholesterol, same as last year. So, it's not too bad. Out here getting exercise best I can. Trust me, I woke up this morning and I was like, man, it'd be nice just to sleep in or just lounge around and do nothing. Veg out, watch, I don't know, nothing, whatever, entertainment. Speaking of which, find entertainment in your life. Entertainment doesn't have to cost a lot of money. Buy DVDs. Get a Blu-ray, nice Blu-ray player set up. Watch TV shows. You go to pawn shops. Well, I don't know about pawn shops, but I guess that's what I've heard. Word on the street. Or, like I do, go to thrift shops, Goodwill. Find DVD specials on seasons and shows. It's nice, decent stereo equipment. Speakers, listen to. Find records that are, you can listen to. Vinyl. Vinyl sounds so beautiful. There's no medium that compares to vinyl when it comes to audio. Sorry, there's nothing. All you new folks out there think, oh yeah, no, the new stuff, digital. No, sorry. Never will be. Oh, look at that. Nice. But listen to good music. Music that puts you in a good mood, puts a smile on your face. Listen to dark music. It's okay to listen to music to pump you up now whenever you're working out. Don't listen to it all the time. Listen to music like, listen to for chores. Trust me, ain't nobody likes doing chores. I can't stand doing chores. I don't even like folding clothes, But I'll throw on some music. Makes it easier, cleaning, whatever. Throw on some music. Makes it so much more. You'd be surprised how you change your outlook on things. When you're in traffic, I try to listen to some easy, calming, relaxing playlists that music that you like and enjoy. And then traffic don't seem so bad then, I hated traffic. Oh my goodness. Now, it is what it is. One thing I do to prepare yourselves, to eliminate the stress in your life, people. Like, don't be rushing around, being late. Be early. So that way, if you are behind a little bit, well, then you're on time. To me, on time seems a little late. But that's just my perception because of how I do things. And it used to be a lot worse than that. But now I'm trying to, within reason, progress, not perfection. Oh man, this is nice. But yeah, work on yourself. It ain't gonna happen overnight, and it ain't gonna happen on its own, and it won't ever happen if you don't believe it. You got to believe in yourself. I can show you the path, but you've got to walk it. And it's always treacherous, It's rarely, like I hike. Oh, I ain't no telling. You know, y'all can see on, you know, actions speak louder than words. You know, you can look at my videos if you want to. Don't take my word for it then. I don't lie, so you can take my word for it. I don't care either way. But, you know, I'm out here. I'm no expert hiker. I would describe myself as a expert, amateur, redneck, you know, hiker. Minimalist hiker. I've got conditioning. You know, I ain't even taken a drink of water yet. I got 2 bottles with me because I was expecting to go up. I planned and prepared. Oh, see, we're back, not at the end, but we're at Christine Falls, the top, upper part of it. But yeah, plan and prepare for the worst, hoping it, you know, for the best. And you'll be okay, always. Anyway, this is the top part of, you know, Christine Falls. See, there's the road, but you go at got another, I'd say probably 1/3, 1/4 of a mile, or excuse me, yeah, 1/3, 4/10 of a mile, something like that. Is the people? Is it your people? Is it the people? Hello, sniper! Oh, I can't. Anyway, what's that, 30 minutes? Yeah, 32. That's enough. Watch what you want, don't watch. Anyway, as you can see, this is beautiful. Y'all get out there and enjoy nature, people. Later.